Yo, what's up, YouTube? Today I got a very important question for you. So, to everybody watching this video that is a smoker or a stoner or whatever you want to call it, my question for you today is, what is the most underrated tool or whatever the hell, like whatever you can smoke on or use to smoke on or use to smoke something with? Just let me know, bro. Like, what do you think is the most underrated thing that has something to do with smoking? Like, you know what I'm saying? But to answer that question myself, me personally, I think roaches don't get the credit they deserve, bro. Because me personally, I love me a good roach. Not gonna lie, sometimes I be getting better highs off, the roach than I do the first like fucking 4 or 5 inches of the blunt or the wood. You know what I'm saying? But before we get into this, like I said, let me know in the comments. Well, I didn't say this yet, but I'm gonna say it now. So let me know in the comments what y'all think the most underrated thing to do with smoking is, or just whatever in general, bro. But me personally, I think it's gotta be the roaches, bro. They're so versatile and you can use them in any way, but we're gonna get into that. So a lot of people might be thinking to me like, Timmy, roaches aren't underrated. Everybody loves a good roach. What the fuck are you talking about? Well, let me explain. When it comes to smoking, you want to be able to smoke whenever, wherever, however, right? But a lot of the times you can't really do that. You can't just bring your bong with you to work. It's not very legal or acceptable to just walk into a workplace with a big ass glass, you know, however size he, I don't know. I mean, my bong's not the biggest, but my bong's also not the smallest. But at the end of the day, I'm not able to take that in public, now am I? So that's where the roaches come in. Now, me personally, one thing I love about the roaches is that no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, if you got a roach with you, you can find a little area to yourself. You can spark that little hell up, and you can just finish that joint, and then boom. And the great thing about roaches is that they're small, they're compact, they're easy to hide. So you can bring multiple roaches at once, and it will still be like barely any weed on you. Like, you could have like 5 to 6 roaches, and that would maybe be a gram of za. Yet you could still get faded off that, and you can take that with you wherever, bro. Now, I know a lot of people don't give a fuck. They just smoke when they want to smoke. Carps are also a thing now. But me personally, I'm a bud guy. I love me some good bud. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get lung cancer from the carp blinkers and shit, bro. Like, I'm not trying to have metals in my lungs all my life. So me personally, I like to spark up with a good backwood, a good blunt ski, or a really nice roll with paper. I love me some papers. What would be my favorite papers? That's a video for another day. We'll review a bunch of papers. How about that? Anyways, back to the roaches. So like I was saying, the roaches are compact. You know, take them with you wherever. Discreet. Boom. That's one of the perks of the roaches. Second perk of the roaches is you can save weed through roaches. I know a lot of people that don't like to finish their roaches. That's completely okay too. But just make sure you at least put your roaches up. Because at the end of the day, weed piles up. And at the end of the day, when you have a jar full of roaches, I can guarantee that you got a couple grams of weed in that bitch. And what are you going to do with that weed? Who knows? Probably going to roll up again and get you another roach. Now, what could you do with that roach if you don't want to save it? This is where we use some other smoking tools like the bongs, the bowls, whatever the hell. So, if you ever you know, maybe want to take the weed out of the rolled up roach. You can just unroll the roach, take the weed out the roach, and put it in the bowl or something. That, or I found this neat trick through one of my homies, right? I don't really have a reason to disclose his name or anything, so I'm not gonna tell y'all that. But my homie showed me this cool ass trick, and one time I was chilling in his truck, we was smoking wood. He had this roach, right, and I was looking what he was doing with it. He pulls out this little bong cut, right? It was some whack shit. I don't even know, but it was a cool little piece. So we're sitting there, and I'm watching this man, observing what he's doing. And he's sitting there, and he's taking this little roach ski, and he's taking it, and he's like pushing the tip down to where it fits in the little bulb part, and then he lights the blunt as if he was just gonna smoke the blunt through a big ass fucking filter. But the filter was actually just the bong. So you know you could really do that with like however big of a blunt you want. But honestly, I thought that was pretty cool. It is a nice way to smoke roaches without having to, you know, burn your fingertips or, you know, fuck your fuck your blunt up or whatever the fuck by having to take the weed out of it, you know, because who knows, maybe you wanted to smoke the rest of that wood or that blunt or whatever the hell you rolled up with, you know what I'm saying? But whatever that got you that roach, you might have wanted to smoke that, you know. Might have been your favorite wrap, you don't want to let it go to waste, so you never know, bro. But honestly, man, a lot of people don't talk about roaches as much as they should, and I feel like that's a problem. Because roaches are definitely like a Hall of Fame doobie, you know? Like, they might not be the fattest joint. They might not be the biggest joint or doobie or whatever the fuck. But they are definitely in the Hall of Fame of top 10, you know, most underrated shits ever. Probably the most underrated shits ever, honestly. Um, Roaches are just, dude, I could go on school campus at 16 and smoke a roach. Like, obviously, I'm not a sophomore anymore or nothing like that, but I could have definitely done that. They catch me with a roach, bro. All I gotta do is throw it in the grass. What the fuck you gonna do? Go look for it? They don't have to bring the dogs out for that shit. It's just gonna blend in with the ground. Like, when I say that a roach could be so viable to you that you don't even realize it until you just like start saving your roaches, like, bro, I promise you, you're gonna understand. Because trust me, when you run out of weed and all you have is about 5 to 6 roaches, and you don't touch no weed for a day or two, and you finally remember, oh, I got them roaches, you're gonna pick up that one little roach, maybe like 3/4 of an inch, right? You spark that little joint up, start puffing, sitting there. Ooh, what's this? This rope's starting to hit. Keep hitting that thing, right? As you sit there, starting to feel it, you're starting to calm down. You're starting to get that euphoric sensation you feel when you know that high coming. You continue to hit that bitch though. Oops, no more roach left. You ain't getting any hits out of it. But guess what? Give it a good 5 minutes. You sitting there, you chilling, right? You ain't touching none of the other roaches yet. Cause you know, like we said, we got a couple stashed up. But we sitting there, right? Just imagine it. Keep on, follow with me. We sitting there. We just chilling. We feeling that sensation, and then a little bit of time passes. We watching TV or something, right? We look over. We go to do some other activity. You know what I'm saying? You never know what it is. You might be watching TV, and you stand up to go to the kitchen to get some water, and then boom, right in the fucking face. Your eyes fuck. You didn't even know it was gonna happen, bro. But guess what? You got sneaked like a bitch. But that's how it be, bro. That's how it be. Sometimes if you don't smoke for a little bit and you take that one little good roach, that's all that need. That's all you need. All you need is a roach, and all the roach need is you. Sometimes, man, you just gotta start putting faith in your roaches. And at the end of the day, the roach will treat you right. So remember, treat roaches right. Make roaches great again. Anyways, God bless y'all. Stay safe. And I'll catch you in the next one.